Hi guys and gals, this is Tyler aka True Tactics 2 again, and today I'm going to talk about Joint Task Force 2. Joint Task Force 2 is the elite special operations force of the Canadian Forces. Now, before I start talking about JTF2, I decided to discuss this unit because a friend of mine, Ole, wanted me to give a Canadian unit some recognition. Ole is also known as Chalk 1 and is one half of Battlefield Podcast. I will put a link to the channel below, as well as Ole's Twitter account. Now, the JTF2, or Joint Task Force 2, has been featured a little bit of popular culture, including the game Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, in 1992, Deputy Minister of Defense Robert Fowler announced he was recommending to Governor General Ray Hanaptoshin that he disband the Royal Canadian Mounted Police's Special Emergency Response Team and create a new military counterterrorism group. The decision was made largely because the Canadian Forces offered better trained recruits for the program than civilian police forces would, and it stemmed the public uproar about police being taught to use primarily lethal means. In early 1993, the unit was activated with just over 100 members, primarily drawn from the Canadian Airborne Regiment and Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. They were given the SERT facility on Dwyer Hill Road near Ottawa as their own base of operations, and permanently parked a Greyhound bus and a DC-9 aircraft on the grounds for use in training. Its first scheduled action was Operation Campus, the protection of highways and water treatment plants around the Oka Reserve, while a police force tried to crack down on smuggling on the native reserve immediately following the Oka crisis. However, two daily newspapers in Quebec revealed the operation just days before it was to go into action, and it was cancelled. The JTF2 has also been involved in various operations overseas. The first one they were involved in was Bosnia, where JTF-2 forces were inserted into Bosnia, operating in two-man teams, hunting for Serbian snipers who were targeting UN forces in Sniper Alley. They were also assigned to free approximately 55 hostages in Operation Freedom 55, but the mission was cancelled as the Bosnian Serbs released all the prisoners voluntarily. Their next assignment was in Haiti, where in 1996 JTF-2 deployed to Haiti to advise the security forces of President Rene Preval on methods to repel the Revolutionary Army, train local SWAT teams, and raid weapons smugglers in Port-au-Prince. Then, in 2001, JTF-2, approximately 40 of their assaulters were sent to southern Afghanistan in early December 2001, although the Canadian public was not informed of the deployment. In 2004, an estimated 40 members of JTF-2 serving with Task Force K-Bar were awarded the Presidential Unit Citation by the U.S. government for service in Afghanistan. While serving with Task Force K-Bar, Commander Rear Admiral Robert Harward, a U.S. Navy SEAL, stated that the JTF-2 team under his command was his first choice for any direct action. Very little is known on JTF-2 operations in Afghanistan, but during a conference, the former Chief of Defense Staff General Rick Hillier stated that JTF-2 is in high demand and that they are considered to be world-class. He went on to say that the unit is providing direct support to the Afghanistan government and is targeting the Taliban leadership in southern Afghanistan. He stated that trying to help neutralize those leaders is a key part of their role and that they will continue to do so. They were also deployed to Iraq in 2006 when, on March 23rd, the Pentagon and British Foreign Office both commented on the instrumental role JTF-2 played in rescuing the British and Canadian Christian peacemaker team that was being held hostage in Iraq. The involvement of JTF-2 was not confirmed, however, by Canadian officials. JTF-2 has also acted as bodyguards to Canadians traveling abroad, notably accompanying Lieutenant General Maurice Baril and Raymond Chrétien to Zaire in November of 1996. They also accompanied General Romeo Dallaire in 1998 to Tanzania, where he was due to testify against a Rwandan Hutu official accused of complicity in the 1994 genocide. They similarly accompanied war crimes prosecutor Luis Arbor into Kosovo. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. As I said, I will leave a link to BF Podcast YouTube channel as well as Ole's Twitter account down below. As always, this has been True Tactics 2, signing off.